Okay. Now going. Now what I did is just I cut a piece of paper, just the width of the sheet, and then you kind of have to eyeball and then mark where all our previous holes are, like so. And I may have definitely learned that when I do the covers, not to use the Japanese fruit punch. But for all the work with paper, that's still my very favorite thing. I could use the cradle, but I don't think I will. Let's see. How big? This paper is so thin, but you gotta be able to go in and out. Yes, that one. I think the teeny tiny one is gonna be too small. Okay. Then we just punch these. See how much easier when it's on paper. Okay. I think those will be okay. I think if I went with the very smallest one, I think I would have a harder time. And I don't want to tear, you know, if it's too small, I don't want to tear this paper. It's so delicate when you've got raised paper. Yeah. It's a beautiful day today, sunny out, but it's cold. It was 20 below this morning, and it's supposed to warm up and get somewhere around 0, I think, today here in Fargo. So quiet here usually on my little corner of the world. Pretty quiet. Sometimes I get to going fast, and I really prefer kind of taking my time with things and going slow. It's kind of more meditative, I guess. More relaxing. More relaxing. And because I don't have to show you all of these, I'm trying to keep the videos a little bit shorter. So I'm getting used to doing them. At least I'm getting most of the time the camera is actually on. I'm getting better at making sure the camera is running. I have to literally look at it, I guess. I don't think my videos are quite so calm and peaceful as Bob Ross is. So I don't think you can go to sleep quite listening to mine, but maybe when I'm not pounding on something. It's going to be a pretty good sized rice paper journal. A lot of paper. And then I know, Anne, you said that you had your own felt and stuff at home, but I've got a big bunch of it here, so I'm still going to cut you a piece of felt. Maybe a couple pieces. That's what I put in yours and Hyeing's, so that when, you know, these are so absorbent. For those of you who don't know anything about Chinese brush painting or Chinese calligraphy, it would come right through. So you only, you know, you stick a piece of felt underneath here so that it won't bleed through on the next page. And that, but you know, I didn't find these online. I was looking for rice paper journals online, just curious as to how much they cost and, you know, what they said, what kind of paper was in them and that kind of thing. And I could not find them. So I don't, like I say, I wasn't sure this was the most practical thing to even make. If you can't find them, you figure maybe most people just don't think they're very practical for Chinese brush painting. But I went ahead and did them anyway. And then Anne must have liked hers, because she wants me to make one for her friend. And here we'll get an idea. Oh, nice. That's a nice for the rice paper. That's a pretty thick one. Okay, so the next thing we got to do is pick out thread, wax thread. So get something wild to go with this. Like Anne said, she approved it and said she probably won't ever lose this. Woo! See, that's too wild. How about a little bit more? There. That looks pretty good. This is almost the colors of, there's a lot of pink in here. And this brings out more of the oranges and the brown. I don't think it makes too much difference which one I use. The rest of them are really too dark, and this is way too wild. That's too flashy. So we'll use one of these in with my odds and ends of my book making stuff. All right, the next thing will be sewing.